Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Leo February 4, 2022. Expect to receive word from people you haven't heard from in some time. Today's mail could be full to the brim with cards and letters. Why not make yourself a cup of tea and savor each and every correspondence? You could wind up feeling nostalgic for the good old days, when life seemed simpler and more of your friends were nearby. Pick up the phone and give one of those old friends a call. She'd be delighted to hear from you. Sometimes you can be very set in the way you look at something. You tend to form an opinion quickly, and once you've made up your mind, nothing can convince you otherwise. Today you might want to reconsider a judgment that you have made. More information and insight could be coming to light. Perhaps this involves a loved one. You might have greater understanding about their motivations and feelings. This can help you to declare a truce today. Today, you'll probably find that you have a ton of energy at your disposal for getting into all kinds of activities. Finish any work that still needs to be completed, consider doing some cleaning and organizing, or see about getting out for a little outdoor fun. Whatever you choose, try to make sure it's active. You'll need a place for all that energy to go, and quiet sit-down activities will not cut it for you. Heightened imagination and ingenuity could bring new thoughts for advancing yourself in the financial arena. Practical information from outside sources, such as newspapers or magazines, merges with insights from within to bring useful ideas your way. Consider everything carefully before taking any action, and be open to the advice and counsel of others. In whatever you choose to do, however, today shows promise of being very successful and fortunate. Relations with friends and family are very positive. The atmosphere is full of openness and a zest for life. It's time to share your good mood with as many people as possible. Use the leisure facilities in your neighborhood and meet up with friends. Having fun together bonds your friendships even closer. Before you hit the town tonight, spend some companionable, even gushy time with a friend who shares your passions. Things are starting to look good for you in group social settings, and just in time for the weekend. You feel content and use any opportunity to get some useful feedback from a partner regarding exactly how they feel about you. Whether you want to enter a long-term relationship or you appreciate life as it is, make a decision about the type of person you want to be with, and decide how you feel about them. If you have been considering some plans which require the cooperation of a group, this is the right time to set things in motion. Now you are powerful enough to take on this sort of project. For quite a while now, you have been aware of a surge of energy inside which demands an outlet. Today brings a great opportunity to express it. This will definitely be an important day in terms of your relationships. Others will have a lot of influence over you today, and you will be dependent on someone or a situation. But don't let this frighten you, because you can take advantage of this to advance your projects with other people, to collaborate with your partners more closely and exchange points of view and ideas. This hold on you by others is in no way detrimental to your personal happiness, so don't worry. You could be surprised at how well people around you are getting along today. After some recent arguments or differences of opinion, peace should now prevail. Your friends may have put an end to their fighting and declared a truce. Meanwhile, things could be more harmonious within your family. Your kids may have grown tired of their games of tug of war. Enjoy the quiet and harmony of the day. In isolation, Mercury's direct turn in your busy work sector today would have released the brakes, slowing things down, and whether at work or with whatever it is that keeps you busy, things would slowly move forward and the pace would gradually pick up. Instead, Mars' return last week means that the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos has been impatiently putting his foot on the gas, and with the brakes released, things are set to accelerate forward at pace. As the last planet in the solar system in retrograde motion, this is likely to be felt across all aspects of your life. Just 9 days after Mercury, the planet of communication, retrograde back out of your relationship sector, his direct turn today will see him begin the 11-day trek back. This comes just as the Sun and Saturn align to capitalize on a new moon here 2 days ago and a growing resolve to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. A grand trine forms in the cosmos early this morning as the Libra moon, Saturn, and North Node all share positive energy with one another. The vibes here can help us find peace in the work that needs to be done on our path moving forward, bringing an element of clarity and understanding when it comes to personal or professional goals. Since some people will be asleep when these aspects occur, you should take a moment to think about your dreams when you wake up. It's possible the universe sent you a few guiding messages while you were wandering through the dream realms. Later, the moon faces off with healing asteroid Chiron. It's important that you put your needs first during this time and try not to be a people pleaser, especially if it impinges on your ability to take care of yourself. On the other end of this aspect, you'll want to make sure you're not being insensitive or dismissive of how others are feeling. If you find yourself in a conflict during the first part of the day, remove yourself from the situation until this evening when the vibe lightens up a bit. Tonight, take some time to lean into love and self-care. Check in with your mind, body, and soul and look for ways to bring any unbalanced elements of your energy back to where they should be. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Libra, ending its void which began yesterday evening. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Pisces, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.